everyone, I'm Sanchita.
Hello everyone, I am Syafiqah.
Hi everyone, my name is Fatin Nabihah.
Hello everyone, I'm Sanchana.
Solar ovens slow cook food on a low heat over a longer period of time than conventional ovens do, but they do work. They are usually used by people when camping or dehydrating foods. Renewable energy sources are constantly being replenished, such as sunlight, wind, and water. Additionally, they are more environmental friendly than fossil fuels. Overall, they releases very few chemicals in the air like carbon dioxide. In Malaysia, we have the advantageous value to develop our solar energy usage due to the location as Malaysia is in the equatorial zone. Besides, Malaysia is blessed with natural tropical climate.
Okay, so as you can see, I've got my shoebox ready, and so the first step we'll be doing is cutting a small flap about 1 inch away from the edge of the lid. Okay, so that looks good so far. So our next step is to take our aluminium foil and cover the whole inside of the box. So that's half of our box covered. Now we move on to the second half, and don't forget to cover the inside of our flap too. Looking like a proper oven so far. That's been great. So our next step is to take our black paper and line it against two sides of the inside of the box. This will of course help to insulate the heat while the food is cooking. Alright, so now that's done. Next is to take our plastic wrap and wrap it around the lid of the box. This is of course so that the food stays covered while the sunlight can pass through and cook the food in a safe way. Done. So this is our final product. As you can see, it is very neat, very clean, very reflective, I must say. So to test out my solar oven, I decided to melt 2 pieces of chocolate on a piece of white bread to see how effective my solar oven is. And I chose, of course, the sunniest day in Kedah because lately it has been very cloudy. Okay, so after 45 minutes, this was the result. So as you can see, the 2 pieces of chocolate have already melted together. Oh yeah, that's my cat. It's a bit gooey. You can see that they have completely lost their original shape. And I think that this proves that my solar oven works. Overall, I say good job to myself.
Next, all of the materials used to make this homemade solar oven are used for a reason. Firstly, aluminium foil is used to reflect sunlight from the sun into the oven. The black paper at the sides of the oven absorbs the sunlight reflected by the aluminium foil. White paper is not suitable to be used because it would reflect back a lot of energy. The plastic wrap works as an insulator and ensures the oven is airtight so that the warm air inside the oven will not escape to the air through the convection process. The warm air trapped will rise the temperature in the oven.
Now, let's learn the physics behind solar oven. First concept, thermal equilibrium. Thermal equilibrium is the term used when the net heat transfer between two objects in thermal contact is zero. In this concept, we can relate with our homemade solar oven when the hot air from the solar energy is in thermal contact with the food. The heat from the hot air will be transferred to the food and this causes the food to be heated. When the food is fully cooked, this shows that the food has reached its thermal equilibrium.
Next, the concept emphasized in this project is heat capacity. Heat capacity generally is the quantity of heat needed to raise the temperature of the object by 1 degree Celsius. Different objects have different heat capacity. In this context, a homemade solar oven can reach up to 94 degrees Celsius on a sunny day. This is because the aluminium foil used to cover the inner part of the solar oven has low heat capacity. When the molecules of the food receive heat energy, the molecules will gain energy and move faster as well as collide between each another. So, the temperature of the food also will increase.
Third concept, heat latent. Specific heat latent means the quantity of heat required to change the state of matter of an object. In this concept, we can relate with the chocolate used in our project. When the chocolate absorbs heat, the kinetic energy of the chocolate molecules will increase. Consequently, the temperature of the chocolate will also increase. Next, the chocolate will start to melt. At this phase of melting point, the molecules of the chocolate will absorb the latent heat. This latent heat does not increase the kinetic energy. Therefore, the chocolate turns from solid to liquid at a constant temperature.
All in all, solar oven is one of the best ways to save the non-renewable energy sources. The application of solar ovens should be implemented by everyone for many good purposes. For example, solar oven brings benefit to people in managing their daily expenses. This is because solar oven doesn't require electricity, and this proves that the usage of electricity can be reduced. In order to create awareness, environmental organizations can advertise the information through social medias. I believe that we as responsible teenagers should learn more about solar oven and do more and more modification for commercialization purposes.
Thanks for watching.
I hope you enjoy.
Hope to see you soon.
Bye!